But the other rizq that we're talking about, Allah only gives it to the one He. The delay of rizq is a rizq. And things got longer. Now I added tahajjud. That tahajjud was not there when I had the job. Those du'as were not there when I had the job. Allah decreed that rizq for me and you, that I am going to live for a certain amount of years. And in this lifespan, I will make $1 million. I will not die before I make the $1 million. The rizq will look for me and you just like death will look for us. Keep in mind that the rizq of wealth and dunya, Allah gives it to the one He loves and to the one He does not love. But the other rizq that we're talking about, Allah only gives it to the one He loves. There's another concept that many people are not aware of when it comes to rizq. And that is, listen carefully, the delay of rizq is a rizq. The delay of the rizq you asked for and you were patiently waiting is a rizq by itself. I lost my job and I started asking Allah for another job, and I started applying and taking by the means, and things got longer. Now I added tahajjud. That tahajjud was not there when I had the job. Those du'as were not there when I had the job. My patience until the rizq is given, my son is, or my daughter, they are doing things that are really causing me sleepless nights. And I am up all night making dua for them. Your patience until your daughter or your son comes back on track, that's a rizq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's a rizq that will stay till the day of judgment. So the delay of the rizq is a rizq by itself. Now, the second point about rizq that I want to clarify. Rizq, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us in the hadith that is very well known in Sahih Muslim, that when me and you were in our mother's womb, 4 things were written. My rizq has been decreed. When I am going to die, my deeds, and am I going to be happy, shaqi or sa'id, happy or miserable. That was written when I was 4 months in my mother's womb. Now, so Allah decreed that rizq for me and you. All kinds of rizq. But most of us, since we only focus, or we mostly focus on the wealth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed that I am going to live for a certain amount of years. And in this lifespan, I will make $1 million. I will not die before I make the $1 million. The whole idea is, how do I make the $1 million? It's up to me. I steal it, I inherit it, someone gives it to me as a gift, I work hard in a halal job to get it, I work in a haram job to get it, the amount is still the same. I just chose wrong path. And this is one of the biggest problems that our ummah and our brothers and sisters, especially in the West, are facing. They think that by going through haram means it will increase the amount of rizq. Third, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, ya ikhwan, one thing about the rizq that you do not have to worry about at all is that the rizq will find you. Wherever you are, the rizq will find you. Listen to what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us. لو أن ابن آدم هرب من رزقه كما يهرب من الموت لأدركه رزقه كما يدركه الموت. If the son of Adam flee from his rizq just like he flees from death, his rizq will find him, will reach him just like death will find him. Have you ever seen someone, alhamdulillah, this spot, the angel of death cannot find me? Similarly, the rizq will find you. And Rasulullah ﷺ said, إن الرزق ليطلب العبد كما يطلبه أجله. The rizq will look for me and you just like death will look for us.